Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. We all use transport systems, right? We all use some or the other kind of transport to go from one place to the other, whether we are going to our office or school or a shopping complex or a picnic or anywhere else for a vacation, holiday, or just for work or anything else. We use some or the other form of transport like rail, road, maybe vehicles like car, bus, train, aeroplane, ferry, boat, etc. etc. Lots of means of transport we use to commute from one place to other, right? But while traveling, we come across a lot of words which are related to transportation, transport, or travel, right? So that is why today in this session, I'm going to talk about vocabulary related to transportation or transport, which we use every single day. And I'm going to come up with sentences related to that vocabulary or word so that you know how to use that word in your own sentences, right? And the meaning will also be a bit clearer. And then the third part will be I'm going to speak about my favorite means of transport. Okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about in this session. And why this topic is important, guys, because this is very basic topic. As I told you, we commute every day. We travel every day to our office, to our homes, to our hometown, to different public places for work, etc., etc., right? And we do talk about it. We talk about it like I was stuck in traffic today for an hour, or the condition of the roads is very bad nowadays, etc., etc. Lots of things we talk about. So if we know the vocabulary very well, we know exactly what it is called, it will be much easier for us to speak about it and make others understand clearly, efficiently, and effectively, right? If you start practicing speaking in English in this way, it will be much easier and better for you to get fluent and confident in speaking in English. Okay, so if you start speaking topic wise, things will be much easier for you. So that is why I've come up with these sessions wherein I take up basic general topics and I speak about its vocabulary, sentences, how to construct sentences related to the vocabulary, and then I speak about on that topic so that you can also start practicing in this way for better results. Okay. So guys, on that note, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. So let's get started now. I'll tell you about a small incident which has happened to me lately or recently. I had to go for some events and the location was half an hour from my place. It was just a half an hour drive. And I left at around 1 o'clock or 1:30. It was afternoon and I didn't expect a lot of traffic at that time. I left my place and it started raining heavily. And while I started off from my place, after 2 kilometers, I was stuck in a massive traffic jam. Just 2 kilometers ahead of my place. And for half an hour or 45 minutes, I was stuck there. I couldn't move, and the patch was around 2 to 3 kilometers. The traffic was stuck. I didn't have an option. I had to reach for the events. So I just waited patiently. I didn't have an option. And after half an hour, 45 minutes, the traffic started moving and I then left for the location and I reached. But it was very frustrating. So traveling by road has become a nightmare right now, in monsoon especially. Okay, so this is how I spoke about an incident which has just recently happened to me. There are lots of words which are related to traffic or transportation. So this is how, if you know the vocabulary, it will be easier for you to talk about it. And I've just spoken about a basic incident, right? So this is how we talk about things in our general day-to-day life, right? While having a conversation. So let's start with the first word. Vehicle. What is a vehicle? Vehicle is basically a machine with wheels and engine which takes people or goods from one place to another. Generally by road, which is car, bus, scooter, bike, auto rickshaw, etc. etc. It's called vehicle. Okay, we should always park our vehicles in the parking area. We should always park our vehicles in the parking area. Okay, another word is transport. To take people or good from one place to another. That is called a transport. Using a vehicle, of course. Big trucks are used to transport goods from one place to another. Big trucks are used to transport goods from one place to another. Traffic. We are very familiar with this word. So what is traffic? The vehicles, pedestrians, or any ship in sea or aeroplanes in the air moving in a particular route. Moving along a route or a particular route is called traffic. We use this term air traffic for aeroplanes. Okay, then road traffic, of course we know the vehicles moving on the road. And in sea also there are lots of ships, cargo ships, big ships or cruise or any other ferry, boats move in a sea. So that is also called a traffic. The traffic nowadays have become a big problem. The traffic nowadays has become a big problem. Journey. What is a journey? Traveling from one place to another in a vehicle is called a journey. So we take a bus, we take a car, we take a taxi, we take a ship, boat, ferry, aeroplane, or any means of transport we take to go from one place to another is called a journey. Okay, my journey to Mahabaleshwar was very smooth. My journey to Mahabaleshwar was very smooth. Traffic jam. A line of vehicles moving very slowly or not at all. Okay, so traffic jam is a congestion or where all the vehicles are stopped or move very slowly. It's called a traffic jam. Okay, last weekend I was stuck in a traffic jam. Congestion or congested. Congestion or congested. Which means a road or a place is overcrowded with people or traffic. It prevents the free movement or movement of people and traffic. Okay, so overcrowded place or road which hinders movement, free movement. Okay, it's called congestion or congested. Usually the roads are congested during rush hours or office hours or school hours. You can say that. Usually the roads are congested during office hours or school hours or rush hours. Rush hours means when people go to office or when people go to school or when they come back from office, that is a rush hour time. Okay, diversion. So diversion is like if a road is closed, you have to take a different route. So a route is blocked, you have to take a different road or route to reach your destination. It's called a diversion. Okay, there was a traffic diversion at the university road. There was a traffic diversion at the university road. Now to commute, a commute. What does it mean? I've used this word before as well when I spoke about that incident which has happened to me last weekend. So commute means the distance traveled on a regular basis from your home to your workplace or a place which you visit every day or regularly, like your office or your workplace or your school or your gym or anything which you have joined. If you go on a regular basis from your home to that place, that means commute. I commute every day to my office by bus, or I commute every day to my office by a cab. Okay, there are some other words also which are related to transportation which we use very regularly. One is carpool. When you go to office every day, we do use carpools. Now, what is a carpool? It is an arrangement between people going to a same place regularly in a single vehicle. So basically, in offices, when people travel to the same office at the same time, so what they do is, in a single car, 4 to 5 people come together and they travel in a single car. Okay, so that it's convenient for all of them. Carpools are good to avoid congestion on road. Carpools are good to avoid congestion on roads, right? And the word is shuttle. Shuttle. What is a shuttle? A vehicle or aircraft that travels regularly between two places. So basically here in India, what we do is when we take a flight or we book a flight ticket and we go somewhere, so there a bus service is provided to board the aircraft. So that is called a shuttle. So it takes people from the airport on the runway to the aircraft so that people can board the flight. Okay, that is called a shuttle. The shuttle services are very good at the airport. The shuttle services are very good at the airport. Now, what is a pedestrian? This is also very important. People who travel on foot. So pedestrians are people who are traveling by foot. They are called pedestrians. Okay, there's a lane besides the road to travel for pedestrians. There's a lane besides the road to travel for the pedestrians. Toll. We pay toll, right? We pay money to use a particular road or a bridge. There are toll plazas, right? On expressways or bridges or expressways. So we pay money to use that bridge or road. Okay. At every expressway, there is a toll plaza. At every expressway, there is a toll plaza. So guys, these are the vocabulary related to transportation or transport or travel or commute basically. Okay, I have not spoken about means of transport or the kind of vehicles. Of course, we all know about it, right? So that is why I have not spoken about it. But the main words which are necessary, to describe our travel, to describe our transport or commute every day, so that it becomes easier for you to speak on this topic with anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. That is important. So coming to the third part, guys, I'm going to talk about my favorite means of transport. What means of transport I prefer. I like traveling by train. That is something which I really enjoy. I have been doing this since childhood. I have traveled a lot by train. I have traveled short distances. I have traveled long distances. Like I've done 5 to 6 hours journey also by train. I have done 36 to 38 hours journey also by train. Trust me on this. And I've really enjoyed it. I've traveled by bus, car, taxi, aeroplane. But out of it, I love traveling by train. I have a lot of childhood memories also of my travel. Nowadays, I don't get time to travel by train because we all know we are in a busy world. We don't have time, right? We don't get leaves from our offices. So it gets difficult for us to travel by train. Otherwise, any day I'll prefer traveling by train. Due to time constraint, we prefer traveling by aircraft or an aeroplane. But if I get time, if I have time, I love to travel by train. The best part of train travel is you can see a lot of landscapes and countryside while traveling, right? Lots of fields, mustard fields, corn fields, birds, rivers, lakes, cattle. You'll see a lot of things. How mud houses, villages, you can see everything while traveling by train. The locations are scenic, beautiful, and I love watching it throughout the day. And another important thing is I love having food on train. So we pack a lot of stuff for our train journey. And we also buy something from the train vendors as well. So we love eating and talking and enjoying the beauty along with our journey. I would suggest if you get an opportunity to travel by train, go for it to experience it. And you'll definitely enjoy your journey. So guys, this is how I spoke about my favorite means of transport. You can take up any topic. If you have traveled by train, if you have traveled by bus, if you have traveled by your own car or any other means of transport, you can just take it and speak about it. If it's traveled by aeroplane or an aircraft, you can speak about it. So it's just that you have to take up any topic related to transportation and you just need to speak about it. You can talk about your daily travel to your workplace also, to your school also, to your gym also, anywhere you go regularly, your dance class probably, anything. You can just talk about it, right? The idea is to start speaking in English on this topic. Okay, take up any topic which you are convenient with or comfortable speaking on and start speaking about it. But you have to keep in mind the vocabulary which I've just spoken. You have to use these vocabularies while speaking on this topic. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.